About 9 years ago, I posted a video on Facebook outlining my then recent experience with hyperacusis and tinnitus. And I had a lot of people getting in touch at that time and since then to kind of talk to me about their struggles. So I thought I'd give you an update. So it's 9 years, and where am I now? I mean, my tinnitus is a constant. It's kind of broadband noise, like pink noise in my left ear. And I'm completely unaware of it until I actually think about it. Going to bed at night, what started as a bit of a challenge, well, to the point where I thought it was going to drive me absolutely insane, I now find my tinnitus very comforting. It's become my constant companion, my friend. I have made friends with it. It kind of soothes me to sleep at night, whereas at first it used to terrify me, and I used to have to play white noise generators really loud to try and mask it, but that didn't really work. So reaching a state of acceptance with my tinnitus has been absolutely key to living a happy life. So don't fight it, accept it, because it probably is never going to go away. My hyperacusis was really terrifying because when that came on, I couldn't be in the same room as my family when they were eating because the sound of cutlery on plates actually hurt. That was really, 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 really frightening. I went into my shell. I thought I would never be able to do what I love, which is music. I thought I had to hide from all sound. That was when I sought the help of an audiologist, a guy called Baguley, who's one of 3 authors of a brilliant book, which is called Living with Tinnitus and Hyperacusis. So I went to see him and he explained to me in very clear terms what's going on. And that is that hyperacusis, a bit like tinnitus, is my brain not receiving the input that it normally used to get from my ear. And because it's not getting that input, it's making stuff up. In the case of tinnitus, it's just blasting me with all the frequencies that it's missing, which isn't very helpful really, but there you go. That's kind of how good our brains are at times. With hyperacusis, it was a bit more complicated, but it was still getting all the information wrong, amplifying it when it shouldn't have been, and causing a lot of distress. So I told him I was a musician, a DJ, worked in the studio. Would I have to stop? And he said, the worst thing you can do is to stop what you're doing. The worst thing you can do is to change your behavior because of the false information that your brain is giving you. And he said, remember, it's untrue, it's false. This is your brain getting it completely wrong. So it's insane to base your life around that. He said the only thing you can do, be you, DJ, make music, listen to loud music. And the golden words he said to me was, you need to hear through the problem. And what he meant was, ignore what your brain's telling you, do what you normally do, and your brain will adjust. And blow me down, it actually did. Sometimes when I'm very, very tired, I still notice the hyperacusis. And however, I'm informed by my experience, which is that if I don't pay any attention to it, crucially, if I don't fear it, and if I don't try and adapt my life around it and hide away from sound, then it will start to dissipate, and it does. So 9 years on from the hyperacusis first coming, it's kind of there, but it's in the background and I don't pay any attention to it. The tinnitus, well, that sounds like someone's frying chips in my left ear. And you know what? I'm pretty good with that. Oh yeah, one other thing. I got this weird episode of sub-bass tinnitus. So one day it was in the winter, I was in my pajamas and dressing gown, getting ready for bed. And I heard someone having a rave in the next street, because all I could hear was that kind of whoop, 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 whoop sub bass that, you know, if you're at a festival and there's like a hill between your tent and the actual stage, what you hear is that whoop, whoop, whoop. So I was like, someone's having a rave. I need to go and find out who it is. And I put on my slippers and I walked up and down the street searching. My wife was like, what are you doing? And I said, listen, someone's having a big party with a sound system. She said, I can't hear anything. I said, well, it's there. It's gone woo, woo. So I couldn't find it, obviously. While I was out searching for this non-existent party, she kind of Googled it and she said, look, there is a thing called sub-bass tinnitus. That sounds like what you've got. Obviously, I felt like a complete idiot. And I applied the same kind of level of acceptance that I did to my other tinnitus. And it went away. That one's never come back. But my audiologist made it very clear to me that these are incurable conditions. Once you've got them, you've got them. So you've basically just got to bite the bullet and accept them and get on with your life. Live your life. You know, don't believe the false information that your brain is telling you. It's a bit like social media. All right, I'll leave it there.